All right, thanks, Jacob. Well, it is Motivational Monday. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we have Dr. Martin Binks back to talk with us today. So thanks so much for joining. We've missed you.
It's been a little while.
It has been a little bit. Well, you know, we do have the holidays coming up, and kind of when it comes to that, just in general, communication is very important. But I feel like even more so around the holidays. So where do you kind of start to see, you know, things maybe go awry or where things maybe need to be worked on?
It's really important to think about positive communication as being forward focused. I think a lot of times when maybe you're in a stressful thing, we love to do the post-game analysis and we love to tell the person what just happened, and that always goes wrong, right? So I think if you always put your mind in the point of view that neither one of you want to be where you are now in a conflict, where do you want to get to? And talk to them about how to get there. Now, you might have to talk about what happened a little bit, but start with the, we're not happy right now. How do we get out of this?
Exactly. And yeah, I feel like some things, whether it's you're with someone or maybe even distance, can be kind of an issue. You know, families that aren't together or are trying to communicate kind of ahead of the time. So can you touch a little bit on that?
Yeah, I think, you know, remembering that everybody else has too many things on their plate at this time of the year. They're trying to juggle their own schedules, and I always find that just take people as they are. If they have time and they want to come and spend a day with you, that's fine. If they have more time, that's fine too. But if you have an expectation that their love is attached to how long they spend with you, you're not really being fair to them in terms of all the other people and things that are important in their life.
Yeah, and there's a lot more to kind of look towards and other things to look at other than, you know, those little things that could get in the way. And so, you know, maybe even for you, have you ever had, you know, a time where there's been like, you know, a lack of communication, or you've had to get through it that you could even talk about?
It's funny. I love to tell a story of a significant other from some time ago, and it was this thing where we never really had any big knockdown dragouts because we'd both look at each other and say, we know that we're not going to break up. So how about we just skip all the drama and move on? And it would make us laugh, and it would be over. It takes a lot of ego suppression to do that. I like to win fights.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that was probably more her personality than mine.
It's kind of about putting yourself in someone else's shoes every now and then, because I feel like you too much, you know, harp on like, you know, what you're doing and what you know and what you want to get across, but you're not always thinking about that other person.
Yeah, very, very much. I think just understanding that conflict isn't really the goal ever.
Kind of moving forward with that, but you know, it is the holiday season. We want everyone to be together and, you know, to be happy. And so if they can kind of get over that hump and be able to communicate, that's definitely the best way to go about it. Is there anything else that, you know, you think is important for people to know?
Don't be shy about getting out of text.
Okay.
Texts are misunderstood. So sometimes it's better to pick up the phone.
Yeah, a phone call is always better. We know. You can't tell how someone is, you know, trying to react to a situation over text, other than, you know, I feel like when people do exclamations or are trying to capitalize things, but it definitely depends. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. We always appreciate having you here. So, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Trends and Friends.